a large, powerfully built canine predator native to the ancient subtropical floodplains, coastal palm hammocks, and wetland margins of prehistoric Florida, roughly matching a modern wolf in general dimensions. It exhibits a robust predatory frame characterized by a remarkably high zygomatic arch and an exceptionally wide palate layout. Its thick pelt likely displays an adaptive agouti canvas of marshy olive brown, sandy tan, and charcoal gray bands, ensuring camouflage within coastal scrub shadows. An active, social pack hunter and opportunistic scavenger, it relies on highly developed flesh-shearing teeth to maintain a hypercarnivorous diet. It travels across savanna margins with a tireless, long-strided, and cursorial digitigrade trot. Family units cooperate to bring down large herbivores, communicating via booming communal howls and sharp, repetitive cooperative barks. Parallels typical wolves in silhouette, but carries a diagnostic, heavy mass-eater snout process layout. It is easily distinguished from its South American relative T. platensis by its strict North American distribution window. It differs from Protocean species by its mesiodistally wider and angled inner molar contours, and a more pronounced protocony layout on its upper fourth premolars. A large, powerfully built canine predator native to the seasonal grasslands, open floodplains, and mosaic savannas of Middle Pleistocene South America, serving as a key index fossil for the Canidae stage. Weighing between 30 and 40 kilograms, it possesses a highly robust frame characterized by a distinctively high zygomatic arch, wide palate, and a prominent mass-eater jaw process layout. Its thick pelt likely displays an adaptive agouti pattern of sandy tan, charcoal gray, and earthy ochre tones to blend into tall pampa grasses. An active, social pack hunter and opportunistic scavenger, it relies on large, sharp carnassial teeth to maintain a hypercarnivorous diet, targeting deer, camelids, and horses. It travels with a tireless, long-strided, and cursorial quadrupedal trot across vast open country. Packs coordinate hunts and defend kills from giant short-faced bears using booming communal howls and sharp cooperative barks. Parallels typical wolves in silhouette, but carries a stouter muzzle and unique jaw metrics. It is distinguished from the co-occurring, much smaller Protocean by its mesiodistally wider and angled inner molar half contours, and a more pronounced protocony layout on its upper fourth premolars. It differs from the disputed T. floridinus by its strict South American distribution profile, a peculiar, highly specialized canine native to the dense subtropical rainforests, wet savannas, and deep cave karst systems of ancient South America, particularly common across Brazil. It features an elongated, low-slung torso supported by exceptionally short legs, a blunt muzzle, and small rounded ears. Its thick, waterproof fur likely exhibits a rich tawny ochre to dark chocolate brown coloration, blending seamlessly into the dim, tangled shadows of the jungle floor. An active crepuscular and nocturnal pack hunter, it coordinates in tight-knit family units to target large forest rodents like pacas. It moves with a deliberate, low-slung, and surprisingly swift quadrupedal scurry, using a remarkably straight radial shaft for steady leverage through thick brush. Semi-aquatic and highly vocal, the pack routinely communicates via high-pitched contact whistles, sharp yaps, and soft chattering trills. Deeply mirrors its living relative, the modern bush dog, S. veneticus, in its unique badger-like silhouette and habits. However, it is safely distinguished on close observation by its overall larger body size and a diagnostic double-rooted second lower molar layout. It is easily separated from all co-occurring South American foxes by its much stouter, short-legged build, a graceful, small-bodied ancestral Zorro native to the vast, open temperate grasslands and rugged coastal cliffs of ancient eastern South America, with classical tracking records centered along the Atlantic coastline of Buenos Aires. Exhibiting a lightly built, well-proportioned canine frame, it is beautifully adapted for a versatile, quick-footed life on the open plains. Its thick pelt likely displays a cryptic agouti canvas of sandy buff, charcoal gray accents, and lighter underparts, blending perfectly into pampa grass shadows. A secretive crepuscular omnivore, it shares its grassy habitat with ancient crested rodents like acodon, actively foraging for small mammals, ground insects, and seasonal wild fruits. It travels across open country with a swift, skipping, and exceptionally agile quadrupedal trot, mostly solitary or pair bonding. It establishes its presence near earthen dens using high-pitched metallic yaps and raspy warning barks. Strongly resembles typical modern South American Zorros in general silhouette and daily habits. On the ground, its size is perfectly intermediate, being slightly smaller than the robust pampas fox, Lycolopix gymnocercus, but visibly larger and heavier than the gracile South American gray fox, L. cryptus griseus. It is easily distinguished from true wolves by its flatter skull cast lines and compact dimensions, A medium to large, adaptable canine widely distributed across the vast open pampas, windy Patagonian steppes, and mosaic shrublands of southern South America. Roughly the size of a German Shepherd or a large coyote, it possesses a balanced, athletic build that morphologically mirrors northern jackals. Its thick, dense fur likely displays a highly cryptic canvas of grizzled charcoal gray, sandy buff, and warmer ochre undertones, blending seamlessly into the sweeping prairie grass shadows. An active crepuscular generalist, it is a formidable predator of small mammals, and an efficient scavenger of large carcasses. Strikingly bold and naturally curious, it occasionally forms close, peaceful attachments to indigenous human camps. It travels across vast open horizons with a tireless, long-strided quadrupedal trot. Packs strongly coordinate and signal territories using far-reaching communal howls, cooperative barks, and low, rhythmic huffs. Broadly matches its famous island-dwelling relative, the Falkland Islands wolf, D. australis, in overall silhouette and jackal-like habits, but safely distinguished on close observation by its noticeably less restricted, highly generalized diet. It is easily told apart from co-occurring smaller foxes, Lycolopix, by its significantly grander, wolf-like body dimensions and robust skull layout. A large, robust canine endemic to the windy tussock grasslands, rocky coastlines, and heathlands of East and West Falkland, roughly matching a large coyote or jackal. It features a heavy-set, low-slung torso. Its thick coat is of a warm tawny coloration, beautifully offset by a conspicuous white tip on its sweeping, bushy tail. And remarkably tame and curious opportunistic predator. It exhibits no fear of humans, often entering coastal tents to steal meat. Lacking native rodents, it relies on seashore scavenging, seal pups, and ground nesting geese or penguins. It moves with a confident, deliberate quadrupedal trot across coastal peat soils, occasionally retreating into large earthen burrows. Completely silent when stalking, but barks defensively if cornered. Deeply mirrors its mainland ancestor Diovis in overall jackal-like habits and silhouette, but carries subtle differences depending on isolation. Western island individuals tend to be visibly smaller and redder than the larger eastern island forms. It is easily distinguished from true wolves by its flatter skull cast lines, an exclusive sub-Antarctic island habitat template. A sharp-eyed, medium-sized canine predator native to the seasonal open savannas, grasslands, and riparian complexes of northern South America. With tracking records centered in Venezuela, it exhibits a lightweight, highly athletic frame beautifully optimized for endurance. Its dense fur likely sports a highly adaptive agouti canvas of sandy tan, grizzled charcoal gray patches, and pale cream underparts, providing superb concealment within dry prairie grass shadows. An active, social hypercarnivore, it relies on specialized, razor-sharp teeth to smoothly slice through meat. It coordinates in disciplined family packs to hunt medium-sized grazers, moving across open terrains with a tireless, long-strided quadrupedal trot. Highly vocal, packs confidently maintain their home boundaries using far-reaching communal howls, cooperative yaps, and low warning growls. Co-occurs with various primitive Zoros, but instantly identified on the ground by its strictly flesh-eating lifestyle. It is distinguished from its direct descendants, such as P. scagliarum and the widespread P. troglodytes, by its more ancestral dental layout metrics and early Pliocene-Pleistocene time matrix. It differs from Theriodictis by its alternative, less rounded inner molar shapes. An athletic canine native to the seasonal open savannas and grassy plains of ancient eastern South America, weighing roughly 25–37 kilograms. It possesses an agile, wolf-like frame built for high endurance. Its dense pelt likely features a cryptic agouti canvas of sandy tan and grizzled charcoal gray, blending perfectly into tall pampa grass shadows. A social hypercarnivore, it relies on specialized, razor-sharp teeth to cleanly slice flesh. It tracks medium-sized grazers in disciplined packs, moving across plains with a tireless quadrupedal trot. It aggressively competes with contemporary saber-toothed cats for carcasses. Family units coordinate territories with far-reaching communal howls, cooperative barks, and low warning growls. Separated from smaller Zoros by its larger, build and flesh-eating lifestyle, it differs from its close relative P. troglodytes by its earlier Pleistocene occurrence and specific dental proportions layout. It is readily distinguished from Theriodictis by its alternative, unrounded inner molar shapes. An athletic canine native to the ancient seasonal open savannas, grasslands, and mountain valley plains of prehistoric South America, with tracking records centered in Bolivia. Weighing roughly 25–37 kilograms, it possesses an agile, wolf-like body plan built for endurance across wide open country. Its thick fur likely features an adaptive agouti blend of sandy tan and grizzled charcoal gray, rendering it virtually invisible when stalking through tall prairie grasses or river basin breaks. A social hypercarnivore, it relies on specialized, razor-sharp teeth to smoothly slice through flesh. It tracks medium-sized grazers in disciplined packs, traveling with a tireless quadrupedal trot. It aggressively competes with contemporary saber-toothed cats for fresh kills. Family units coordinate territories using far-reaching communal howls, cooperative barks, and low, rhythmic huffs, separated from smaller Zoros by its larger dimensions and flesh-eating adaptations. It is distinguished from the widespread P. troglodytes by highly specific, region-dependent dental proportions and a specialized Highland Valley distribution layout. It differs from Theriodictis by its alternative, less rounded inner molar contours, a medium-sized, athletic canine widely distributed across the open savannas and grassy plains of late Pleistocene South America, with exceptional tracking records extending into Central America and Mexico. Weighing between 25 and 37 kilograms, it displays a highly robust, well-proportioned predatory build. Its dense fur likely sports a highly adaptive agouti canvas of tawny gold, grizzled charcoal gray, and sandy highlights, providing excellent camouflage when stalking prey through open grasslands. A dominant, social hypercarnivore, it coordinates in disciplined family packs to hunt mastodons, horses, and giant glyptodonts, actively competing with saber-toothed cats for carcasses. It travels across savanna horizons with a tireless quadrupedal trot. Packs loudly coordinate hunting boundaries with booming communal howls and sharp cooperative barks. Parallels typical wolves in general silhouette, but carries a stouter muzzle and unique jaw metrics. It is easily distinguished from its ancestral relative P. roquelensis by its more advanced, specialized hypercarnivorous dental proportions layout. It differs from Theriodictis by its alternative, unrounded inner molar shapes, a small, exceptionally agile canine predator native to the ancient seasonal open savannas, grasslands, and shifting woodland matrices of prehistoric South America, with tracking records focused in Argentina, prefiguring modern lineages. It exhibits a lightweight frame with an alert, fox-like profile layout tailored for speed. Its thick pelt likely displays a highly cryptic agouti canvas of grizzled charcoal gray, sandy buff, and warm russet friend accents, providing superb concealment within tall prairie grass shadows. An active crepuscular generalist, this versatile omnivore relies on its slender muzzle layout to efficiently snatch small mammals, ground insects, and gather fallen fruits. It travels across open country with a swift, skipping quadrupedal trot, mostly solitary or pair bonding. It establishes its presence near earth and dense systems using high-pitched metallic yaps and raspy chattering calls. Strongly resembles typical modern South American Zoros in general silhouette and habits. It co-occurs with various primitive predators, but is easily distinguished from its generic relative, the larger pampas fox, L. gymnocercus, and the co-occurring Deucecion australis by specific, highly localized incident and dental metrics layout. It differs from Deucecion by its diagnostic down-sized body dimensions and slender skull contours.